Hey gamers! Bow, bow, bow. Crazy stuff, bro? What kind of crazy stuff? Hello, gamers. Welcome back. We're back. We're gonna beat the tutorial, probably, maybe, depending how long it is, of Spirit of Justice today. Hey, how's it going, guys? How's it going? Hope y'all are doing good. We left off on a bit of a cliffhanger last time. Bow, 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 bow. Let's get right into it. Is this it? Is this the end? For both of us? Oh, Maya. I'm sorry. Yo, Maya mention! I never met a real lawyer before. Maya! Everybody always told me they're bad people who help dirty criminals go free. I never thought a lawyer would actually try to help me, would actually believe in me, would risk his own life for me. I never would have even imagined it. just backflipped. Albie. So, that's why I lied. To try and save myself. But I'm not gonna lie anymore. If you believe in me enough to put your life on the line, then I'm gonna believe in you too. What? Allow me to explain. Now we're talking. Time to finally get to the bottom of things. To be honest, I went into the treasure room lots of times to look at the treasure box. Even though the temple told you you weren't allowed to go anywhere near it? Yeah, I'm sorry. Mr. Roll even saw me once and scolded me. But that box is so beautiful, the way it glows in the dark. I couldn't help myself. It glows in the dark, huh? Interesting. So we would have seen it if Albie was holding it in front of Mr. Roll when the lights went out. I'm guessing the real killer was behind him where he couldn't see. Boom. Calling it now. Wait, it glows in the dark? That's right. It's covered in this special mineral called fluorinite that makes it glow. It's absolutely breathtaking. It's really a shame they don't put it on display for the public. Can you imagine how many people would go on night tours of the temple if they did? If only he applied such passion to telling me the truth earlier. On the day of the incident, I was on my way to the treasure room again, when I ran into Mr. Roll on the great stairs. So those were not the treasure room stairs in the seance vision? No, they were the great stairs that connect to the hallway. Makes sense. The vision wasn't clear enough to show us what was at the top of the stairs. Okay. All of a sudden, Mr. Roll drew his gun and threatened me with it. That's crazy. I quickly put my hands up. Mr. Roll, he acted so scary. For some reason, he had his scarf over his mouth. I couldn't read his expression at all. Just then, the power went out. So I took that chance to hightail it out of there. I ran for my life. Even now, when I try to think back on it, all I can remember are the gun and the piercing look in Mr. Roll's eyes. That must have been when I dropped the notice scroll. Which means... Oh. Something's a bit off about this. About who's reading this inner dialogue right now. I can't quite put my finger on it. Oh, translation team, no. Which means someone else brought it to the treasure room along with Mr. Roll's body. Did Mr. Roll say anything to you when you ran into him on the stairs? What is it, Albie? I have no idea why, but he asked me a strange question. Did you steal it? He said. What? I'm sorry I didn't say all this before. I didn't think anybody would believe me. A grand speech. One that confirmed my suspicions that you were the thief. Oh my god, what is in his bag? Objection! It's possible the victim simply misread the situation. Objection! Where there's smoke, there's fire, as they say. The victim must have had good reason to be suspicious of the accused. Why does every new piece of information have to seem so incriminating? Shadow. What do I do, Shadow? And what better reason to suspect the boy than seeing the treasure box in his hands? In the course of his rounds, the victim must have noticed that the treasure had been stolen. And then just after that, he ran into the accused. I'll be your guide. But that doesn't make sense. Theoretically, if Albie stole the treasure, why would he be coming back down the stairs? That makes no sense logistically. Like, you'd think he'd be out there, he'd be running. No, that's not what happened. He'd have dropped it on the stairs, wouldn't he, too? Therefore, the one who stole the treasure and killed the victim can be none other than the accused. Oh. Whoa! What the hell? Is that a puppy? Oh. What now? That Shadow. Oh, he's so cute. Oh. Hey, Shadow, down, boy.
Oh, well, what do we have here?
I'm sorry about this. This is my dog, Shadow. Oh.
Is that how he ended up in this situation? Possibly. You nearly gave me a heart attack.
So that's what was making his bag move. Oh.
Your puppy is so cute.
Can't you quiet that yappy mutt down? Shadow says that Mr. Roll made a mistake.
You can understand him?
Don't tell me this is a surprise witness for the defense.
Oh, God. I beg your pardon? No! You're not thinking of cross-examining an animal, are you? Phoenix Wright? Cross-examining an animal? It would never happen. Of course not, Your Majesty. Not this time, anyway. Phew. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I thought I'd have to reassess my assessment of your sanity for a second there. I think I'd better reassess my strategy, and fast. I have to somehow show that somebody else could have struck the victim, or were sunk. While it's true that the defendant was standing in front of the victim when he died, it doesn't mean somebody else couldn't have struck the victim at that time. If you're going to go that far, then I hope this means you have another angle of approach ready.
Exactly. I mean, who but the accused, standing front and center, could have done it? Unless you can back up your claim, it's nothing more than conjecture.
Okay, come on, Phoenix. I know I can think up something convincing. Where else could the victim have been struck from? Behind? Like, especially if it's the thief was from the treasure room, or maybe they're hiding in the storeroom and they popped out.
Take that!
Like, it makes sense for the actual murderer to be behind.
With the defendant standing in front of the victim,
isn't it possible the victim could have been struck from behind? From behind, you say? Judge, please. I see. Yes, I suppose it's not outside the realm of possibility. Good. Now at least I have some breathing room. But who do you suppose it could have been?
The true culprit, naturally. The one who actually committed the theft and murder.
The true culprit? And I suppose you have the true timeline of events to go along with that? I should have known I'd have to explain everything. Alright, if we assume the true culprit struck the victim from behind, then that means... after going to the treasure room and stealing the treasure, the true culprit tried to escape. But then Mr. Roll appeared, making his rounds. I imagine the culprit then quickly hid in the storeroom at the other end of the hallway. Called it. You're grasping at straws, Mr. Wright. Admit it, you have nothing but baseless conjecture. I'm gonna look for something to base it on right now. Albie, when you ran into Mr. Roll in the hallway, was there anyone around the storeroom area? Guys, sorry to be rude, but I'm about to pull. Can I get some good luck, please? Of course! Send you good luck. Good luck this time. I know last time our good luck didn't pay off, but this time, you're gonna pull something good. Sending you good luck. Like, all the vibes. All the vibes. You got this. Yeah. When you ran into Mr. Roll in the hallway, was there anyone else around the storeroom area? Oh, that's such a cute. That's such an adorable little idol animation. I don't know. There might have been somebody there, but I couldn't see. I was only halfway down the stairs, so I couldn't see the ends of the hallway. I see. Swing and a miss. I got bad news. No! No! Rip. Oh. Oh, Shadow says that someone was there. I see. Thank you for that. Too bad his testimony is inadmissible. It's okay. Thank you for the luck, you two. Always sending you good luck. Always. They can never name animals normally in this. You think this is a joke? Ooh. Maybe the defendant didn't happen to see this other person. But that doesn't mean the true culprit couldn't have been there in the hallway. Objection! Your desperate floundering is getting hard to watch. But I will enjoy watching you sink. What are you talking about? Unfortunately for you, only the accused and the victim were there in that hallway at the time of the incident. Oh, Mr. Payne, were you there? How do you know? How can you continue to make that assertion? Because there was a witness. A very reliable eyewitness. What? Okay. So, you're telling me that only the kid and the victim were in there, but somehow there was a witness? That's reliable? Okay. Anyway, whoever this witness is the killer. The prosecution would like to call its witness to the stand. Calling an eyewitness to the stand, It's been decades since that's happened. This robot. And unlike the defense's witness, you can rest assured that there are no pets involved. Dang. That was a low blow. How does he know? Oh. Very well. I'll allow it. And now for something we've not heard in quite some time. Witness testimony. Bringing the witness to the stand. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Witness, please state your... Oh, whoa. Witness, please state your name and occupation. It's still so pathetic to me that Gaspin literally moved to a country where defense attorneys don't exist, meaning he wins every case. Oh, no. Okay, let's go through this name slowly. Let's break it apart. Syllable by syllable. Peace, Lubbin, and Understand. Oh! Okay, it's not that bad. It's Peace, Lubbin, Understanding. Okay. Peace, love, and understanding's the name. I'm like Temple's head monk. Can you dig? Okay, it looked threatening, but I got it. Oh, if it isn't that instructor, and it's hard without his first name, understanding. You're an eyewitness? Instructor?
Not only is Mr. Understanding Temple's head monk, but he's also a renowned Damalin expert. Damal. Sorry to ask, but what's a Damalin? Ooh. Okay. Check it. Here she is, my sweet serenader. My one and only. Groovy, right? But you heard our sultry sounds once before, brother. When dragon and tiger battle. That's the song from the Dance of Devotion. Yeah, it is. Right on, brother. The Song of Ceremony. Playing this tune together is a precious gig for me and my girl here. You dig? The Song of Ceremony. The song that was playing at the time of the murder. Oh, Holy Mother, may the righteous sounds of my Damalin serve as my offering to you. Yay.
Wonderful! A great performance as always.
This is my thing, you know? My bag. I make instruments speak, baby. By the by, Magistry Pops, no Damalin class today?
No, I'm afraid this trial has gone into overtime. Thanks to that lawyer over there. Grr.
The class the judge wanted to attend was a Damalin lesson? Well, you know what they say, baby. Never trust the lawyer man. But transgressors against the Holy Mother have to be brought to justice. And thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Understanding. As the treasure's keeper, you must have been shocked to learn it had been stolen. Oh, he's the treasure's keeper, is he? Yeah, man, that was not cool. Keeping the treasure safe is one of your duties, Mr. Understanding? That's right, brother. This here's the one and only treasure box key.
Okay.
And I keep it on me at all times. Can you dig? But the sneaky thief went and cracked open that sucker anyway. Total bummer, man.
Wonder if because defense attorneys haven't existed in this country for 20 years that everyone's a really bad liar in court because they don't usually have to try. I don't think they even have witnesses. Because the judge is like, whoa, a witness! We haven't had one in 20 years. They just rely on the insights. So that's the key to the treasure box, is it?
You know it, baby. It's called the Magatama Key, and it's a historical artifact to boot. It's been passed down from head monk to head monk at Temple. The Magatama Key, huh? The sole key for opening the treasure box, Understanding keeps it on his person at all times. And now someone's jacked the treasure. On my watch. It's a real buzzkill, man. And how am I ever gonna face her holiness again?
Like, wait, I have to be a witness? They never have witnesses.
Oh, Holy Mother, please find it in your infinite mercy to forgive me. Please guide this lost and humble lamb.
Why do I always get the far out ones?
Mr. Understanding, you witnessed the accused and the victim heading to the treasure room?
You know it, baby. Best believe I scoped that tiny transgressor. Would you please give the court your testimony regarding what you saw? To bring justice against the transgressor, man. Yes, of course. I'll do all I can. In the name of her holiness, I vow to sing. Naught but the truth I swear to bring. Hit me. Alright. Testimony. What I saw, baby. After the morning dance of devotion, go back to my chamber, I got the notion. Oh my god, he's gonna sing the entire testimony. Don't you know my chamber's on the way to the temple's treasure room? Hey, hey. Any small footsteps I can quite clearly hear, if anyone to the treasure room goes near. Albie was the only one. Albie was the only one. Before the blackout, one other than roll. Only Albie to the treasure room did stroll. Wow, that was great. Tell me I was hallucinating just now. Like, can you believe Mr. Roll did that big one after that? Harsh, man.
I share your sentiments. You were the one who discovered the victim's body, weren't you, Mr. Understanding?
What? You found the body as well? This is like the rapping from last time, except somehow worse. He really is a key witness, then. Everyone knows only murderers sing on the stand. That's right, brother. After the blackout, I went to reset the breaker and give power back to the people. The circuit box is near my chamber, so I'm always the man for the job. You feel me? Okay, so he definitely caused the blackout. He definitely pulled the lights. Yeah.
The breakers are in the first floor hallway in front of the storeroom.
On the way, I got a whiff of something funky. Blood, man. Really harshed my mellow. I knew something wasn't kosher, so I swung by the treasure room to see what's what. And it was like, whoa, man. There was poor Mr. Roll, dead as a doornail.
In the interval between the end of the dance of devotion and the blackout, the only ones who went to the scene of the crime were the victim and the accused. So you see, Mr. Understanding's unassailable account is what led to the accused's arrest.
Hold it! Isn't it possible that the murder took place before the end of the dance of devotion?
I am afraid that's not possible. The victim was in the performance hall until the very end of the dance.
He was?
Would you like some proof? How's this? A photo of that morning's dance of devotion, taken by a tourist.
Okay. Yeah, but also the victim's there. Isn't that him right there? Yeah, that's him. My, what graceful dancing. I can almost hear the sound of Mr. Understanding's Damalin now. Payne's right. There's Mr. Roll on duty.
Never underestimate the incredible pain.
Ugh. So in addition to Rafa's insights, he had backup evidence lined up too, huh? Shows Roll on guard duty in the audience, yeah. As head monk, my monks in training are like my own kids, like family. Can you dig it? I should have taught I'll be better, man. Before her holiness, the holy mother. Oh, Albie, confess your sins, my young brother.
Head monk and understanding. I didn't kill Mr. Roll, so I don't have anything to confess to the Holy Mother.
What? Bogus, little man. Your faith is weak, like a wet paper bag. Are you feeling me? Spare the rod, hey baby. Spoil the child, not maybe. What is he on about? I wonder if Winston is in a retirement home and every time he gets upset he starts raving about Phoenix Wright.
My arch nemesis, Phoenix Wright.
Her Holiness is Whoa, that's a big word. It's a big word. Magnanimous. Okay. I thought so. I thought it was something similar. Her Holiness is magnanimous, son. If you confess your guilt, she'll forgive you in the Twilight Realm. I don't suppose she could forgive him in this realm first? Defense, please begin your cross-examination. Okay, I have some questions. If Albie was the only one, then how did the victim...
Hold it!
How could you tell it was Albie just from the sound of some footsteps? Albie is practically family, man. The smooth groove of his shoes are easy to pick out. But how do you know he went to the treasure room? Didn't you think it was possible he went to the storeroom at the other end of the hall? Yeah! No way, man. I saw him with my own 2 eyes. Okay, that changes your testimony. You saw him? In the treasure room, this you can believe. My peepers peeped, the sneaky sneak I'll be.
And tell us where it is you stood when you saw the accused, if you would.
Stop singing. No, none of that. When I heard the footsteps, I looked out the window. From my window, I can see the window of the first floor hallway across the courtyard, you dig. And through that window, I saw Albie walking into the treasure room. Should I have him add this statement to his testimony? Yeah, sure, why not? Could you please add that statement to your testimony, Mr. Understandin'? You got it, brother. Through the window I did spy little Albie with my own eye. Okay. Time of just around noon. Cerebral contusion from a head injury. Murder weapon, it was forced open, its contents are stolen. Notice from the day of the incident, the defendant's fingerprints were on it. Due to the growing number of thefts around the temple, we'll be tightening security throughout. Therefore, all the hallway shutters will remain shut for today's dance of devotion. Oh, snap! We got it!
Objection!
Not gonna lie, if this guy wasn't the killer, he'd be kind of cool. This is like the first and only time I've actually been disappointed in who the killer is. There's something off about that Mr. Understandin'. My music is off. I'm sorry you feel that way, man. Maybe this vibe ain't topping the charts where you're from. What's your poison? Orchestra? Jazz soul? There's nothing wrong with my ears, witness, but something's not quite right with your eyes. Oh, snap. Mr. Understandin', you've been lying to this court. Now why would I lie? I got nothing to hide. Truth and truth alone is all I sing. Lying, y'all? Nah, lying ain't my thing. I contend otherwise. Do you recognize this object, Mr. Understandin'? It's a temple notice, man. What of it? In this notice, the following instruction to the temple monks is written. All the hallway shutters will remain shut for today's dance of devotion. What you talking about, Phoenix? Whoa, first name basis. I'm talking about the fact that from your chamber, you couldn't have seen anyone going into the treasure room through those shutters. Yeah. Looks like you didn't get the memo. No way. I don't believe it, man. If you don't believe it, why don't you read the notice for yourself? First name basis, he thinks Phoenix is hot. Let's see. Something, something, will, something for something, something. Is that your idea of reading? He's illiterate, Phoenix. I'm not so hot at reading Koreanese, man. I usually give one of the other monks to read stuff for me, you know? So Phoenix can read Koreanese? Good on him. Good on him for learning another language. Doesn't that make your duties as head monk a little difficult? Hey, cut me some slack, man. I only moved to this country 6 months ago. That's quite recent, isn't it? Oh, he moved here to steal the, what is it? What even is it? Treasure box. He totally moved here to steal the treasure box. It's quite recent, isn't it? So, how did someone who's only been here 6 months become head monk of a temple? How little you understand. Religious faith can't be measured in months or years. I've only been an adherent of Koreanism for 3 months myself. The Holy Mother's teachings really spoke to me, prompting me to stay in this country. Dirty, dirty liar. What the hell? Or was it the fact that there are no... Or was it the fact that there are no lawyers here that spoke to you, Mr. Payne, I know just how you feel, my man. Her Holiness's teaching spoke to me, too. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Brother Dumb and Brother Dumber. Well, I know why Payne's suddenly become a believer in Koreanism. Could Understandin' have had an ulterior motive for becoming a believer too? Yeah, he totally came in just to steal the treasure box. Mr. Understandin', were you really in your chamber as you claim? What? Hey, be chill, brother. Weren't you instead somewhere else? Mr. Wright, what kind of nonsense are you spouting now? According to Mr. Understandin's testimony, he saw Albie with his own eyes. Therefore, is it really nonsense to suggest he could have seen Albie from somewhere else? Well... Do you have a theory, defense? Do you know where Mr. Understandin was, if not in his chamber? If he wasn't in his room, then... If Albie had gone down the hallway towards the treasure room, there are only a few places he could have seen Albie from. I do have a theory, Your Majesty. Let's say the witness really did see Albie going towards the treasure room. What then? The defense proposes this is the only place he could have seen Albie go down that hall. Here.
Take that!
There? But you just suggested earlier that that's where the true culprit might have been. Wow, crazy.
True, but no matter how I look at it, this is the only place Understanding could have been.
Mr. Foreign Lawyer? Don't tell me. Are you accusing Mr. Understanding of being the true culprit in this case?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Majesty. I contend there's a strong possibility this witness is the murderer.
That's what I do. What I do.
Objection!
How dare you be so disrespectful? First you criticize her benevolence's insights, now you accuse the head monk of murder?
Objection!
This is the only place the witness could have been. If he was here, he could have whoa.
Sorry, Phoenix. Oh my god, you turned into a pain for a minute. If he was here, he could have struck the victim down from behind and moved his body to the treasure room.
That's nothing but groundless conjecture.
And there's one more thing.
Do you remember what was said in the opening argument?
The opening argument?
During that argument, it was suggested that Albie used his position as monk in training to get his hands on the treasure. That's right. And what of it?
Well, why don't we try this twist on for size? The thief used his position as head monk of the temple to get a hold of the treasure.
What?
What? You joshing me, man?
The key to the treasure box has been passed down from head monk to head monk. What better position to be in if you want to steal the treasure? You can't possibly be serious.
Does this mean you're claiming that Mr. Understanding's oath of faith is nothing but a lie designed to get him close to the treasure?
The witness hasn't been truthful in his testimony to this court.
So clearly, he isn't above lying. Didn't you swear to the Holy Mother that naught but the truth would you bring?
In light of that, I don't think it's unfair to call your faith into question.
Objection!
This is ridiculous. Are there no limits to what this lawyer will say? I mean, lie is such a strong word. Maybe it was just a mistake.
Enough with the nervous wreck routine, prosecutor. You're just embarrassing yourself, man.
What?
Oh, what was that, Mr. Understanding? Lawyer man, you really are the lowest of the low. You've gone and said something I can't forgive. You called my belief into question, my faith in the Holy Mother, and nobody gets away with that. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What? What on earth? That music, it's making my ears bleed. This is the music of my soul. Death to the lawyer. I'm the Twilight Messenger. Can't you tell? Gonna take this lying lawyer straight to hell. Oh, snap. That's sick. That was a sick line. He's dripping with lies, running with Philistines. Gonna send the Philistines. Gonna send that lawyer to the guillotines. And now for something completely different. That plinkety-plunk music just wouldn't let me express my rage. Your rage, huh?
Isn't the real source of your anger having your lie exposed?
You just don't get it. If I lied, it's 'cause you drove me to it. All sniffing around and suspicious and throwing out false accusations. Sorry, but as a lawyer, I'm afraid that's my job. Yeah, well, lawyers are crap. Oh my god. Keep making noise, and I'll have to use my partner here on you. I'm the one making noise? Hey, so you wanna know the truth, huh? Think you can handle the truth, do ya? Fine. Let's see you try. Feel the heat of my brutal death beat. Savage, right? Sweating bullets, ain't ya? The screams of my soul are gonna make a mosh pit out of this peanut gallery. Oh my god. Did he really just win the court over with that performance? Yo, geezer, I got something to testify. Get ready for the howling of my soul. I call this chart topper Soul Screaming Truth. Oh boy. The priestess's dance had come to an end. To the music storeroom my way I did wend. Okay. Death truth is what you dread. Hear me shred, okay? From my spot in front of the storeroom, I saw Albie creep to the treasure room. You rhymed room with room, really? Yikes. Boo! And trailing from behind, hound on the scent, I saw Pat roll after Albie he went. Me and my girl, innocent and sweet, back by the storeroom, can't be beat. Then out went the power, ticket to midnight, blacker than blackest black, robbing all sight. Yeah, baby, let that soul metal flow. Oh, jeez. What is that music? I've never heard anything like it. And it's so fast, it's making my head spin. This is Damalin metal. Sure is. Hey, yo, geezer, how are those ears ringing? I don't know much about music, but I've got chills, and they're I've got chills, they're multiplying. You scared, lawyer man? Run away, fast as you can.
What a wonderful rhythm. The perfect accompaniment for further deliberations. Now, Mr. Understandin', what did you go to this music storeroom for?
Hey, I went to put my Damalin away. She's my precious partner. Gotta give her a good rest after playing in the Wright.
But then why did you lie before?
Because you'd send me to hell. Huh? We all know about lawyers and their lying, lawyerly ways. Am I right, people? If I admitted I went to the storeroom, he'd have drummed up a false charge on me. I didn't want to get sent to hell. What do you say? He's right, that's so what would have happened. Now I see why that Defense Culpability Act was passed. You feel me, Karayan? Yeah, you said it. Is it too much to ask for a low-key trial? Now, are you punks ready to rock or what? Oh my god. I can't hear you. I said, are you ready to teach this lying lawyer how we do things around here? Alright then. Then I'm gonna lay it on you one more time. The screaming truth of my soul. You say you went to the music storeroom? But how do we know you didn't go to the treasure room to steal the treasure instead? And on what grounds would you base that accusation? Got anything to show for it? That's right. I don't really have any proof, and yet... Well, you can't prove that you didn't go to the treasure room either. Okay. You stole the treasure and were ready to make your getaway when you saw Mr. Roll. So you panicked and ran into the music storeroom. Isn't that right? Why do I feel like I'm being stabbed by icy stares from every direction? The silence is your answer, lawyer man. This audience knows the score. Just what we needed. A moment of silence to bid this lawyer's baseless claim goodbye. Why do they have to hate lawyers so much in this country? I said it before and I'll say it again, lawyer man. After the priestess's dance, I went to the music storeroom. Alright, alright. Where were you when the power outage occurred? Like I said, I was in the music storeroom. My girl had been sounding a little off, so I had to get her back in tune. Isn't it true that you were actually in the hallway at that time? He's not gonna admit to that, Phoenix. The hallway, you say? Why would I be in the hallway? You were waiting for Mr. Roll to come back from his patrol of the treasure room. Now that he'd been discovered that the treasure had been stolen, you were going to kill him. Lawyer man, just as always, so full of bull. Spewing noxious lies and pulling the wool. Filthy liar through and through, and I ain't never ever gonna forgive you. Okay, jeez. Utter lies with no evidence, as always his claims are just tenuous. Hey, nice prosecutor. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. Someone stop their jam session, please. Please, someone. You have made your assertions clear, defense, but your argument is rather unsubstantiated. That's not good. What's so funny, peace lubbin' understanding? Nevertheless, the possibility is still there. You can't deny the witness could have killed the victim under cover of darkness. You're forgetting one very important thing. Huh? It seems you've forgotten that the outage happened by chance, not design. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. I did forget about that. It's not like the witness planned the outage so he could take advantage of the darkness. Or did he? And without the darkness, it would have been hard to sneak up behind Mr. Roll and kill him. You're right. Even I would notice someone coming up behind me. Well, defense, what do you have to say about that? What can I say about that? Mr. Wright, your claim is completely without merit. Unless you want to argue that the witness somehow magically made the outage happen, or he touched the breaker. Well, maybe not magically, but... Wait, that's it. I contend the witness could have made the power outage happen. With no magic necessary. What? You have a theory, defense? All he had to do was make use of something shown in this diagram. What did the witness use to make the power outage happen? I don't know, Phoenix. What did he use? Can you spot the power outage breaker? The witness was in the storeroom. The circuit box is on the storeroom end of the hallway. There's nothing really magical about turning off the breaker, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Nice try. But that theory doesn't hold water, lawyer man. And why not? You're saying I turned the breaker off and then snuck up on Mr. Roll and hit him? In pitch black darkness, with no source of light whatsoever? Is that what you're saying? Oh, he used the treasure box as a source of light because it's glow in the dark. With the lights off, that hallway is blacker than 100 midnights. You can't see the hand in front of your face. How could anybody commit murder like that? Unless it was somebody standing right in front of the victim, like the accused. I hate when he's right. I can't just let his point stand. Well, maybe the victim was holding something that served as a guide? A guide through the darkness?
Something? That's more than a little vague, wouldn't you agree?
You ain't gonna move this room with a half-baked hunch like that, bro. You gotta hit him hard. Really make him feel it, you hear me? Just like my verse, baby. Woo! Well, I'm afraid I don't understand the witness's lyrics very well either. But in a trial, your arguments have to be clear and precise. Let's see some of that clarity and precision now, defense. Uh-oh. What do? Can you present to us something that could have served as a guide to the darkness?
Yeah, I can. Yes, I can, because I'm Phoenix Wright, lawyer man.
Because there has to be something. Alright, let's see what you have, defense. What could the victim have been holding that served as a guide through the darkness? Boom, treasure box.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
I believe the victim was holding the treasure box.
Huh?
Huh?
Have you gone mad?
Well, the box glows in the dark, so you could use it as a sort of beacon. Well, I guess you're right.
But why in the world would the victim be holding the treasure box?
Oh, well, because your guess is as good as mine. Really, Phoenix? Really? Come on, you're not that stupid. What is this lawyer talking about?
Nonsense and lies yet again.
Just give him the death penalty already. Is there no way to win them over? Defense? Are we going to be needing those tongue shears after all? No, your magistry. Yeah, man. Do it. Then we could jam out to this lawyer's shrieks of pain. Better get those screams of agony out now, lawyer man. While you still have a tongue to scream with. I guess I better come up with a reason. No pressure or anything. As to why the victim was holding the treasure box, it can be easily explained as thus. Brain, don't fail me now. What reason could the victim possibly have had to be holding that treasure box? Why are we doing this? It's obvious. The victim was holding the treasure box because he was a security guard, a devout believer, the thief. He's a thief. He stole it. He stole it. It's an idea I just happened to stumble upon. But I think it just might be the answer. And it would turn this whole trial upside down. Hello? Defense? Are you still with us? Let's hear this easy explanation you promised. Isn't it possible that it was because the victim himself was the thief? The victim?
The thief?
What kind of bull are you spewing now? Your Majesty, this guy's off his rocker. If the victim was the thief, everything we learned so far would all make sense, and would give us a completely new way to interpret the victim's actions. Oh. After the morning dance of devotion, Mr. Roll went to the treasure room. He grabbed the box that contained the treasure and started to take off with it. But then he ran into Albie on the great stairs.
That's why Mr. Roll pulled his gun on Albie. Then, when the blackout occurred, Mr. Roll was bludgeoned to death in the darkness. This explains why the victim would be holding the glowing treasure box in the dark, and how it would have been possible for someone other than the accused to kill him. Do you have any idea what you're saying? That's interesting. You're unbelievable, lawyer man. I think you've lost it. Haha, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Roll trying to roll the temple? That devout believer? That pious Koreanist? I won't allow you to disparage the victim's departed soul with unfounded allegations. I hope you're prepared to back up your claim. This is so scummy, because if anything, the murderer should have tackled the gun off the guy and saved not only the treasure, but the kid too. Of course, Your Majesty. Oh, really? In that case, can we assume you have proof? Uh-oh. Proof, huh? Do I have any proof? I can't back down now. Yes, I have proof. In my dreams. The proof that Mr. Roll was the thief may have been left behind on a certain piece of evidence. Unless he was in on it like we thought. Very well. Let's see your evidence and be ready to stand behind it. Footprints, fingerprints, I'll take anything at this point. I need proof. Something that would have been involved with the theft. And I might still have some trace evidence left on it. What proof do you have that the victim might have been the thief? I guess the treasure box. The defense would like to examine the treasure box. There might be trace evidence on it that would show that the victim had held it. Might? You better hope you turn up something more definitive than that, defense. Yes, sir, Your Majesty. Very well. Bailiff, bring the treasure box. Trick the soldier into saying he'll share the money with him, but kill him instead when he doesn't need him anymore. So now they're showing the treasure box to everyone. Right? There you are, defense. You're free to examine it. If I don't find something now, my entire argument up to this point will be blown. Plus, there's that little matter of the old tongue shears. I kind of want to lose, just to see Phoenix get his tongue cut out with the tongue shears. I think that'd be hilarious. I have to find something. I just have to. Now to make sure I remember how to do this. I can rotate evidence with right stick. I can also use Y and B to zoom in and get a better look. And if I ever get too turned around, I can always use reset to return things to the initial state. Better search every inch of this box carefully. Examine anything of interest and detail with A. Gotcha. Here's the box. Whee! The lid of the box was forced open. But while the victim was holding the box, the lid must have been closed. I'll try closing the lid too. Oh, now we can't get in. Hey. What? You son of a... You locked it! So? What's the big deal? Yeah. I thought you could open it with that key you're wearing. Yeah, I can. No sweat. Then why is there a bucket load dripping off of you over there? I think I'd like to open this box back up again. Could you lend me your Magatama key? Sure. Okay, let's see. Where's the keyhole? Oh, well, it's the Magatama key. So wouldn't it go in the hole above the Magatama mark? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Huh? It won't open. Would you look at that? The thief must have busted the lock when they forced the box open. Really? Because
I'm not so sure about that. Not even the Magatama key can open it. Glows in the dark. In any case, I better take another good look. I have to find proof that the victim was holding this box. This bloodstain. It shows the outline of a hand. Could this be what I've been looking for? Your Majesty, take a look at this. There's a bloodstain here that outlines the shape of a hand. Really? Let me see that. Oh my, you're right. Now I'm getting somewhere. I believe the bloodstain is an outline of the victim's hand as he was holding the box. What? Even as he was being struck, he held on tight to the precious treasure box. After all, he'd gone through a lot of trouble to steal it. The blood from his head wound splattered across his hand and onto the box. Yeah, but isn't this the murder weapon? Yeah. So what's the real murder weapon? If he's right, what's the real one?
Objection!
Your Majesty, don't let yourself be taken in. It's just more of his lawyerly deceit.
What do you mean?
Mr. Wright, where is your proof that the outline is that of the victim's hand? Because look at his hand.
I'm warming up to this, Judge, not gonna lie, yeah. What? I should have seen this coming.
Either show proof or prepare to meet the shears. Or you could save us all some time and bite your tongue out now and submit it instead.
That I did not see coming. Despite his bias, he's pretty open-minded. Yeah. Well, defense, how about it? Do you have proof that the outline is of the victim's hand?
Where would the proof of something like that even be?
Please submit your evidence at this time. What evidence shows that the outline on the treasure box is that of the victim's hand?
Take that!
I got it. This is the evidence that's gonna save my beloved tongue.
Mr. Payne, despite your claims about my forked tongue, it just so happens I have the proof you require. You do. It's right here in this crime photo.
It is? Where? Defense, please point it out.
What proves that the bloodstain outline on this box is that of the victim's hand, you asked?
His hand?
Take that!
Mr. Payne, take a good look at the victim's hand. See this? That's blood. What? If we place Mr. Roll's hand inside the bloody outline, you think the blood on his hand would complete the splatter? Exactly. Here goes nothing. And if they do form one complete splatter, it would prove my theory correct.
Then the victim really was holding the box?
I'm willing to bet my life on it. The defense reasserts that the victim was the thief who stole the treasure box. You can't be serious! I protest. There's no way they would ever match up. I assert that it's patently impossible for... Oh!
Talk about tongue karma. Sounds like he just bit his. Everyone is literally saying he should convict the accused and the lawyer, except the judge is like, no, hold on, let him cook. Hold on, this is entertaining.
What's the matter, Mr. Payne? Did your forked tongue get tangled up in there? Or were you trying to submit your own tongue to the court?
Okay, Phoenix, okay.
Why, you...
I can hardly believe it.
We never read his profile. Peace, love, and understanding. Age 36, an eyewitness to this incident. Temple's head monk, and a musician for the dance of devotion.
I can hardly believe it. Apparently not everything out of the defense's mouth is a bluff. Just most of it.
Of course not, Your Majesty.
this tongue doesn't lie. And I like to continue to... And I'd like to continue to use my tongue in the future too, if you wouldn't mind. Jesus. He never has to know it really was a bluff.
No, not Mr. Roll. I can't believe it.
I'm sorry, Albie. I know it's upsetting news. He must have needed the money badly, probably to support his family. Oh. After all, he even gave up his dream of becoming a monk to help them.
Oh, so that thing Mr. Roll would say to me. Albie, you train hard and make sure you become a monk one day. Don't end up like me, he'd say.
Oh. Yeah. He was probably warning you not to end up a thief.
Mr. Roll.
Objection.
Now, just wait one moment. If the victim was the thief and he was holding the treasure box, then that means Mr. Roll was holding the murder weapon when he was killed.
That's a very good point. It doesn't make much sense, does it?
Objection.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. The victim was holding the treasure box. It couldn't have been the murder weapon. Which means the real murder weapon must have been something else. The real murder weapon?
Was something else?
The blood was thought to have gotten on the box when the box was used as a weapon. But it turns out that wasn't the case. The blood splattered onto the treasure box the victim was holding when he was struck with the real weapon. That's what really happened. Isn't that right, Mr. Understandin'? Are you insinuating I'm the one who used this real weapon? Are you saying I'm wrong in my understanding? You got me riled up, lawyer man. I feel a song coming on. No, please. Looking for a weapon that just don't exist. Pathetic lawyer man, drop into the abyss. Despicable lawyer man, yo, you make me sick. You can disappear just like a magic trick. Worthless lawyer man, done in by weapon. For you, miserable wretch, hell doth beckon. Yeah. I know I don't need to remind you, defense, that your life is on the line. I know your majesty. Yet you're prepared to risk it on this mere idea of a real murder weapon? Death to the lawyer. Okay. This is it. The moment of truth. Can't back down. Not now. Yes, your majesty, I am. I'm confident the real murder weapon does indeed exist.
That's a bold claim, Mr. Wright. Now let's see you back it up. Show us which piece of evidence points to this real murder weapon.
Gladly. If I knew which one it was. What would somebody like Understanding use to bludgeon somebody? Now then, defense. Please submit your evidence to the court. Yeah, let's see it, lawyer man. Let's see this thing that shows the real murder weapon you say I used. My attorney's badge. My affair was the murder weapon. Oh. Ooh, this is a long shot. It's gotta be. I doubt it's the key, but that's possible. But I'm thinking it might be his. What is it called? The instrument he's playing. Whatever it's called. I think it's this. Let's see. It's not a guitar.
Take that!
What I'm about to present is really nothing more than a possibility. Okay, I'm right. But this thin thread is all I've got. Allow me to direct the court's attention to this photo of the morning dance of devotion. That photo? How is that going to help you, Mr. Wright? There's something about it that doesn't sit right with me. Oh yeah? And what's this something? Is it different? Is this a different... Oh, it's different! He has a different one! This thing here is odd, to say the least. It doesn't have the butterfly.
Take that!
Mr. Understandin', why is the instrument you're holding different from the one you're playing in the photo? Would you look at that? They're completely different shapes. I believe you said Damalin. That's what it is. Damalin. Was your one and only? Well, Mr. Understandin', what do you have to say to that? I got nothing to say. Then allow me to answer for you. They're different because the one in the photo is no longer in playable condition. Oh, snap. Not after you used it to bludgeon Mr. Roll to death. My old partner wasn't doing so hot, so I brought her sister along, that's all. Not a big deal, lawyer man. In that case, please submit your old Damalin to this court as evidence. Too bad. You're too late. I got rid of her yesterday. You what? Burned her up with the rest of the trash. Wow, that's not suspicious. Ashes to ashes, baby. No! He's already destroyed the evidence. And I see more trash right here in this court that needs to burn in the fires of hell. Lawyer trash. Oh, there's no proof to show. Oh, come on. That was pathetic. Your agony could sound better than that. Where's that great scream of yours? This can't be how it ends. I think I've heard enough. It seems the defense is unable to produce the evidence it needs to prove its assertion. But your Majesty, that's only because the witness destroyed it. Evidence is everything in court. Don't tell me you've forgotten this most fundamental principle of our profession. Without sufficient proof, your claim that Mr. Understandin' is the murderer is no more than conjecture. There's the pained expression I've been looking for. By the way, there seems to be one more thing you're forgetting. What is it now? You accused Mr. Understandin' of being the thief, but the real thief turned out to be the victim. Uh-oh. And with that, Mr. Understandin's purported motive for murder goes out the window. Ugh! Great point, prosecutor. You tell him. If I had been there, I would have just collared Roll and gotten the treasure back. There wasn't any reason for me to kill him now. Was there? There's no good counter-argument to that. It sounds to me like Mr. Understandin' has been completely wrongfully accused. Unfortunate as it may be, I think it's time to hand down the verdict in this case. Not good, not good. Defense, I trust you understand what you yourself will receive for taking on this case. What do I do? The murder weapon's been destroyed, and now I've got no motive. Poor Albie would be convicted, and I'll lose my life too. Mr. Wright, you've wasted this court's time and disparaged everything we've held sacred. Imagine Phoenix losing this case. And it's like Apollo and Athena back at the agency, just like intrusive, being like, Wonder when Mr. Wright's gonna get back. He's been off in that country for a while now. Oh, he died there. Cool, cool.
Mr. Wright, you've wasted this court's time and disparaged everything we hold sacred. We should charge you with lese majesty, in addition to the crime of abetting the accused.
Yeah, you should pay for desecrating my good name. Bye-bye, lawyer man. Time for you to do some repenting in the Twilight Realm. This guy is guilty as sin. I just know it. He must have had some reason to kill Mr. Roll. But what? Come on, people. Let me hear you scream and shout. Time to take this lawyer trash out. The thing to do at a time like this is to turn my thinking around. I shouldn't be trying to figure out what Understanding's motive was. I should be thinking about what kind of situation would give him a motive.
Did you steal it? He said.
We know that Mr. Roll was the thief and that he had gotten his hands on the box. So then why? Why in the world did he ask Albie that question? What about the treasure box would have prompted him to... Is there stuff? Is there nothing in the treasure box? Ah! Defense? What's gotten into you? Now I get it. Now it all makes sense. Like Polkanka, man. What you trying to say? Muttering and squealing to yourself sounds like you knocked something loose upstairs. Your Majesty, please hold off on your ruling for just a little while longer. Don't tell me you're going to start begging for your life now. No, Your Majesty, that's not it. It's just that I realized something important. We've been operating under a serious misconception this whole time. A misconception, you say? That's right. A mistaken notion about the treasure box. But could this really be true? If so, there's still a lot to figure out. Very well. Let's hear what you have to say. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, this is just more of his nonsense. He's just stalling for time.
This is your last chance, defense. The second I find it really is nothing but nonsense, no amount of begging will stay my hand. Understand? Loud and clear, Judge. Save the game. Yes, Your Majesty.
We all know this is just going to be another one of your stupid bluffs.
Now then, defense. What is this misconception you mentioned? Oh, it's... The thing that we didn't realize about the treasure box was that it wouldn't open, it was gone, it was empty. It was empty. What if the treasure box was already empty from the start?
What?
What? Please recall that when Mr. Roll ran into Albie on the Great Stairs, he asked the boy a question.
Did you steal it? He said.
Also recall that Mr. Roll was holding the treasure box at the time. So why then did he ask Albie the question that he did? That is a bit peculiar, isn't it? Not at all, Your Majesty. Not once you realize that by the time Mr. Roll got to the treasure room, the treasure box was already empty. I beg your pardon? Mr. Roll suspected that Albie had gotten to it first, which is why he confronted Albie when he ran into the boy on the stairs.
But how would the victim have known the treasure box was empty? He didn't have any way of opening it.
Once a year, the victim had the duty of carrying the treasure box to the palace.
He was so proud when he was put in charge of guarding the treasure box. He even got to carry the box to the palace for the New Year's rite.
He would have been able to tell by the weight when he lifted it that the box was empty. Oh, I see. Yes, I suppose he would have been able to tell, wouldn't he?
Mr. Roll most likely decided to at least steal the empty box.
It's an important historical artifact in and of itself, after all.
But what's your point, Mr. Wright? What does any of this have to do with Mr. Understanding?
My point is this. It gave Mr. Understanding a motive to murder the victim.
A motive?
Mr. Understanding, keeping the treasure safe is one of your duties, isn't it? So if anyone had found out that the treasure was missing, you would have been accused of incompetence. From the moment Mr. Roll discovered that the treasure was gone, his fate was sealed, because you decided then that he had to be silenced forever.
But that's absurd!
Can you believe the stuff that comes out of this guy's mouth? This is all just a colossal joke. Oh, so then what really happened to the treasure? It had been stolen long before this incident occurred. By Mr. Peace, Love, and Understanding himself.
Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to accuse Mr. Understanding? Your Majesty, please don't listen to these trumped-up charges. The defense is grasping.
Objection!
The treasure box can only be opened with the key Mr. Understanding holds. Who else could have stolen the treasure?
As I said, the accused stole the treasure by forcing open the box. Your Majesty, I call for a swift ruling.
I'm not ready to give my verdict yet.
What?
The defense has successfully presented a new possibility in this case.
Yes, finally a tiny shred of hope.
Mr. Understanding, would you care to make any statements in response to the defense's claims? This is all bull. My noggin's a rage cage and it's ready to explode, baby. Instructor Understanding, please calm yourself. I'm not gonna take it. No, I ain't gonna take it. I dutifully watched over that treasure with pride. And now I'm getting accused of stealing it? This lawyer is a lying scumbag. Eep. You better believe I got something to say. Open up your ear holes, sheeple. Let's rock. Death to the lying lawyer.
Okay.
Lying lawyer. Steal the founder's orb? Me? I did it? This lying lawyer's insults know no limit. All this time I guarded the orb faithfully. Sacred duty to the Holy Mother, easy to see. Hands unclean, the accused did the deed. Forced the box open, no key did he need. Lying lawyer, condemn him to hell. Kick him, throw him into a prison cell. Alright, we've now heard from both sides. Either the treasure box was forced open by the accused, as the witness claims, or Mr. Understanding opened it, as the defense claims. Defense, this is your last chance to cross-examine the witness. Yes, Your Majesty. If you are unable to prove your assertions by the end of this cross-examination,
Then the DC Act will come into play, and both you and the accused will lose your lives.
I understand. Life or death, it all comes down to this.
Mr. Wright,
Don't worry, Albie. I'm here to defend you. I promise it'll be alright.
thank you. I believe in you, Mr. Wright. I know you can win this for us. And after we win, we can go see Miss Maya together.
It's a deal. I can't let all be down. I have to win this trial. Somehow I have to prove that only Understanding could have stolen the treasure. Do your worst, lawyer trash. This is your requiem. The last song you'll ever hear on this mortal coil. Steal the founder's army, I did it. This lying lawyer's insults know no limit. All this time I've guarded the orb faithfully. Sacred duty to the Holy Mother, easy to see. Hands unclean, the accused did the deed. Force the box open, no key did he need. That's a bit of a sus line. Let's press it. The defendant didn't force the box open. That's a lie. In fact, you're the one who opened it. Isn't that right? Is he meant to know it's an orb? I think so. I think they've said it. Come on, you just saw for yourself, didn't ya? The lock was busted on account of the box being forced open. Oh yeah. Well, there's your proof right there. Ugh, score 1 for the metalhead. Look, if the accused really didn't try to force his way into the box, then how do you explain why the lock was busted and wouldn't open for you earlier? How do I explain why the box wouldn't unlock earlier? Maybe there's a different key. Ooh, a different way to open it. I was wondering. There's a different way to open the box. Huh. What are you talking about? There's a secret trick to opening it to protect its contents from being stolen. And you're the only one who knows how it works. Isn't that right? Are you for real? You've been watching too many movies, lawyer man. Oh, so you're one of those tourists. Honestly, Mr. Wright, did you come expecting magic and mystery around every corner? I'll have you know, defense. The kingdom of Karayan is not some sort of fantasy funland. Ugh. It's true I don't have any real grounds to make that assertion. And yet... Oh yeah, I feel another song coming on. A little number about a crazy lawyer with wild, fantastic ideas. The real method to open the lock, you say? Delusional man, there ain't no other way. Ah, a new verse. Please do add it to your testimony, Mr. Understanding. Oh, okay, okay.
Hold it!
Delusional, am I? We'll see about that. Wild ideas, that's called delusion. Mixed up lawyer drowning in confusion. Indeed, the defense's sinful wrongdoing has made him lose touch with reality. Let's hear it. What'll it be for this sinner's flight of fancy? Nothing, because I'm not the delusional one. I just know there's gotta be some secret trick to opening the treasure box. Oh, really? And where exactly is this secret hidden? The secret is obviously hidden in... Maybe the key? There's obviously some secret hidden in the key. I'd like to examine it, if you please. You don't know when to quit, do ya? Here, go ahead. Examine it all you like. Nothing. I don't see a thing. Dang it, wrong one. Well, defense, what have you discovered? I'm afraid I haven't discovered anything, Your Majesty. Here, I'll return it now. I told ya. Didn't I tell ya? Yes, yes. You told me. There's just no reasoning with this man. The accused forced the lock open. There's no other explanation. That's right. He desecrated the box by opening it without this Mitama key. Wait, what did he just say? Oh. I'll sing it as many times as I have to get it through your thick lawyer skull.
It's not a Mitama, it's a Magatama. Only the Mitama key unlocks the treasure. Force it and reap the founder's displeasure. Yeah. Oh. I'm wondering, for the forgetful defense's sake, could you please add that to your testimony? I wonder if a Magatama is when it's downwards, and a Mitama is when it's upwards, maybe? Because we've seen it upwards. It's interesting. If I have to, carve it in your brain, lawyer man. Maybe you have to use it the other way? Yeah, because I'm wondering, because like our little, I'm pointing at the screen. The penalty bar. Only the Mitama key unlocks the treasure. Force it and reap the founder's displeasure. It's a Magatama?
Objection!
Just a minute, Mr. Understandin'. You just called your key the Mitama key, didn't you? But didn't you originally say it's called the Magatama key? By the way, I was like, I know somewhere we heard that the treasure was an orb. In case you're curious, it's in the Song of Ceremony. The song about the Founder's Orb. I just realized that just now. I was scrolling past it. I was like, oh, there's the word orb. But didn't you originally say it's called the Magatama key? Yeah. The Mitama key? What's that? I don't know, Your Majesty. But apparently, it's a rather crucial question. What? What's the big deal? So I said the wrong thing, so what? Simple slip of this tongue. An A for effort, Mr. Wright, but your grandstanding betrays your desperation. I'm afraid a small slip of the tongue like that adds absolutely nothing to your argument. When dragon and tiger battle, the founder offers divine protection. When the butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. Oh, I wonder if this Song of Ceremony is how you're supposed to open the treasure box. Which is, they really shouldn't do that. They really shouldn't tell you how to open the treasure box in their ritual song. What say you, defense? Is it an important detail? Judging by Understanding's reaction, I'd say it's everything my argument needs. Yes, Your Majesty, it's very important. This key is apparently not the Magatama key, but rather the Mitama key. And I believe this discrepancy holds great significance for the defense. Nah, man. Just a meaningless mistake. Insignificant. You're riding a crazy train to nowhere, lawyer man. Your Majesty, please don't pay the defense any heed. It's all nonsense. To tell the truth, I'm not really clear on what the defense is driving at myself. However, I am eager to find out. What? Defense, you will explain yourself like your life literally depends on it, because it does. Now then, in the name of the key, and is the name of the key an important detail? Yes, it's an absolutely important detail, I think. Because the Mitama key is connected to the Founder's Orb. I see. Very well. In that case, please show the court the grounds on which you are basing this claim. The grounds, Your Majesty? You can, of course, show grounds, can you not, defense? Of course. What else can I say? I have to come up with something. Anything, even if it's just a bluff. The Mitama key. Mitama. There has to be something somewhere that ties Mitama and the orb together. Oh, I already figured it out. It's the song. Don't keep me waiting, defense. What evidence shows a connection between the Mitama key and the Founder's Orb?
Take that!
Oh, what's that? The Song of Ceremony? All this time, the answer was right there in front of me. It's right there in the Song of Ceremony performed during the Dance of Devotion. Your Majesty, the Song of Ceremony tells of the treasure of the founder of Koreanism. But
hidden within its lyrics is the secret behind how to really open the treasure box. Oh,
Holy.
Mother! But how can that be, Defense? The Song of Ceremony contains the following lyrics. When the butterfly embraces the Maitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. I believe the Maitama here refers to the Maitama key. Well, yes, it is the same word, but that doesn't mean... We've been calling this key the Magatama key, and that's why I inserted the key into the lock with the Magatama design on it. But that was obviously not the right way to use it. And I suppose you know the right way? I do, Your Majesty. To use this key properly, you first have to...
I hope you know the difference between vertical and horizontal.
Vertically. Put upside down. That's what I'm guessing. If we turn the Magatama shape upside down like this... Yeah. It becomes the Karainese symbol of the soul. In other words, a Maitama. Oh my, you're absolutely right. But now what? What do you do with it? It's too big to fit into the lock that way. Then Phoenix gets executed for giving away a really badly kept secret.
I knew he was just bluffing. Bluffs and lies are the only tools of his trade, after all.
Must be some other place this key fits, but where? Let's see, what were those words to the Song of Ceremony again? When the butterfly embraces the Maitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. Where should the Maitama key actually be used? Where the butterfly is. Where's the butterfly? Here. Where would you stick it though?
Got it!
Whoa. Oh! Oh, that's cool. Oh, this is sick. My goodness! The treasure box! It really opened! No way, man! What? No! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the real secret behind the Song of Ceremony. It's the true key to opening the treasure box. It's all over, Mr. Payne. Now we have to execute you.
How so?
You defended a criminal. Let's say someone is fooled into trying to force the front-facing lock open. Sadly for them, it won't budge. That's because the lock is, after all, just a decoy. Then what you're saying is... neither the victim nor the defendant would have been able to open the box. They therefore had no way of stealing the treasure. The only one who could have stolen it is the one man who knew about the Maitama key. Peace, love, and understanding. Ah! But I'm not done yet. Please recall the scene of the crime. On the floor by Mr. Roll's body was the very unlocked and very open treasure box. Only someone who knew how to open the box could have left it in that state. And so, there can only be one true culprit. Admit it, Mr. Understandin'. You're the one who killed Mr. Roll. Got him. Breakdown. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so long. Amazing. Oh my god. Gah! Got him. Curse him. It's all his fault. Why'd he have to try and steal the treasure? Why'd I have to spot him with that box? On my way to the storeroom after the morning dance. It's his fault I had to cause that blackout and clock him good. This has to be the funniest breakdown. It's so good. I couldn't let my secret get out. Nobody could know the treasure box was empty. I'd lose my position as head monk. Who knows what else they'd do to me? I couldn't let... I had to stop him. What a shocking development. I can scarcely believe it. Nothing like this has ever happened since the DC Act was enacted 23 years ago.
No. My perfect, unblemished record. Destroyed. The incredible pain. Ruined. No!
Oh my god. Oh my god, he's bald!
Did the lawyer really win? I can't believe it! No way! This can't be happening!
Imagine being the first prosecutor in a different country to be defeated in 20 years. He deserves his defeat. Peace? I said peace. Honestly speaking, I'm just as shocked as everyone else. But the truth has been made known, so it's time for me to give my verdict. In the name of the Holy Mother, this court finds the accused. I'll be your guide. Not guilty.
Huzzah! Oh, there's no there's butterflies instead of confetti? Look at the butterfly. Oh, this is adorable. Oh, so pretty.
Not him.
So pretty. Oh, that's cute. I missed the confetti though. But that was pretty.
There's still quite a commotion. The people from the gallery showed no signs of clearing out. I can't believe it! Not guilty!
I'm still in shock. Can you believe that guy?
I can feel everybody's eyes on me. This can't be happening! It's impossible!
Oh, Holy Mother, preserve us.
I've never been in the defendant lobby quite this uncomfortable.
Mr. Wright!
Oh, I'll be.
Thank you. Thank you so much for what you did for me.
Oh. I'm just glad it turned out okay. It was touch and go there for a while.
I'm really sorry, Mr. Wright. I had a really hard time trusting you at first.
Oops. That's okay, Aldi. I know how unpopular lawyers are in this country. But how did it ever get this way in the first place?
Allow me to explain. At least, I wish I could explain. But I don't really know why. I never even questioned it before today. By the time I was born, all the lawyers were already gone. As far back as I can remember, verdicts have been based on her benevolence as insights.
Right, Rafa, the royal priestess.
You would imply that the trials of this country are unfair? Do explain, outsider. How verdicts founded on truths imparted by the very souls of the dead lack impartiality.
For her part, I'm sure she really believes in what she says, but... Even with her benevolence's divination seances, lawyers are still necessary. Without proper defense, people could easily wind up receiving wrongful convictions.
Mr. Wright! Shh!
Huh?
Don't say that so loud. People might think you're a rebel. You could be arrested.
A rebel? Whoa.
That's right. One of those people are going against our queen and the court system.
Oh. Ooh. Whoa, he's so cool. Oh, I'm so excited to meet this guy.
They call themselves the Defiant Dragons. And they're led by a scary guy named Dirk. They'll do anything to overthrow Her Eminence, even commit crimes.
Dirk? I remember people in the gallery mentioning that name. Oh, he's so cool. I bet he's awesome. I can't wait to meet him.
The things you're saying sound a lot like the stuff they say. But you're not scary like that Dirk guy.
Oh. Pardon the intrusion. I don't know this. Oh, pardon the intrusion. You. Yeah, you. I want to talk to you, see? Flight, is it? Right, sir. Phoenix, right? And you are? I'm the Karayanese Minister of Justice. The name's Inga Karkul Karayan. I oversee the whole legal shebang. I was watching that three-ring circus in there. This is arguably the most political game in the series. You were? Wow, the Minister of Justice. So he's in charge of the entire court system? Defense Culpability Act and all.
Minister Inga, how are you, sir?
Run along, mini-monk. Grown-ups are talking here.
Yes, sir. Very sorry, sir.
May I help you with something? Just wanted a good look at you. Guys like you aren't exactly a dime a dozen around here. Huh. Well then. He's eyeing me like I'm some kind of exotic creature in a cage. Oh yeah, might as well share this little morsel with you. Turns out Roll was a seasoned thief, a repeat offender, see? Had my men look into it, and they found all the booty he'd pilfered right there in his digs.
But he seemed like such a nice man. Why, Mr. Roll, why?
Guess he was doing it for the family. What a mook.
A mook? How can you say that?
Guess that kind of sob story gets your common folk all misty-eyed, huh? Anyway, another thing. I had my men check out that understanding fella, too. He wasn't the one with the sticky fingers. It's the insurgents.
What?
They put the squeeze on our head monk, apparently. So we gave up the founder's arm and tried to keep it hush-hush. Wow, I see. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah. Say, White? That was a cute little number you pulled in my courtroom today, wasn't it? First not guilty ruling in 23 years. 23 years. Damn. I can't believe the birth of Apollo Justice caused the courtroom to fail in this country. I was like, I don't know anyone else in this game that'd be 23. I can't believe it. His birth did it. It was all Apollo Justice. You're making waves, see? Stirring the pot. Catch my drift? Oh, well, yikes, I'm in for it now. Apollo Justice is the Antichrist of the legal system. But thanks to that song and dance, we know our precious national treasure got nicked. So I'm gonna call it a wash and let it slide this time. All I did was defend the accused. You do best to read between the lines here, chump. You're standing on thin ice. You get my drift? Even a dirty, no-good Nick punk knows to cash in his chips before the house steps in. Do us both a favor and keep an eye on the path you're walking down. You never know whose toes you might be stepping on. This ain't your turf, buddy. Never forget whose soil it is you're standing on. Jeez.
Yikes. He was kind of scary, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, no use worrying about it. We have more important things to think about, such as when we can continue the sightseeing tour. Phoenix gets assassinated for doing his job. He gets his tongue cut off with the tongue shears. I'm guessing Dirk is angry because he knows the legal system's corrupt and trying to revolt against in the hopes of change. Oh yeah. And they're presenting him scary and everything. Like, we're gonna meet him. He's gonna be like the coolest guy ever. He's like, we need to fix the legal system. I really am very excited to meet Dirk. I don't know if we even are going to, but I hope we do. Because he sounds awesome.
Tour? Oh, anytime, sir. We will have plenty of time until Miss Maya's training ends. We still have plenty of time until Miss Maya's training ends. And there are still lots more temples to see and all kinds of local foods to eat. I can show you the natural beauty of the area and the waterfalls used for training, and I haven't shown you the breathtaking mountain view from the Plaza of Devotion yet. There's a place where they dangle you and the great view of the twilight.
All right. Slow down, Albie. There's plenty of time.
And when we're done with all that, we can go see Miss Maya together.
Yeah, you bet. Maya, wonder how she's doing. Hope she's okay. Oh, Maya. Ooh. Yo, there he is!
How about that not guilty, Dirk?
Oh.
I heard.
Oh, he's so cool.
Sounds like the winds of change are beginning to stir.
Oh, he's so cool. Oh my god, he's so cool. He's so cool, guys. I'm in love with Dirk. Oh, yay, we finished the tutorial. Yay. Alright, let's just start the magical turnabout. Let's just start the next one. I can't play much longer though. I can do a couple minutes. Yo! Where are we when what? We're in Wonderland.
Behold my might!
You're officially better than a game. Yeah. What? Mask the Mask! It's him! Oh, it's Trucy!
Shame on you, Mr. Rias.
Aw, Trucy!
Mask for evil.
Trucy! Aw, yay! Yu-Gi-Oh vibes! Real. April 27th, 10 a.m., Penrose Theater Stage.
And that's how the evil magician, Mr. Rayos. Oh,
Ah, I didn't see what she said. She cut her off way too fast. Okay.
see you for Act 2, everybody. Was defeated.
I saw a dragon.
Brava! Brava, Trucy! Wow, Apollo! Wasn't that a great trick?
You bet. I've never seen such a great magic act. Trucy Wright, age 17. A particular set of circumstances led to her being adopted by Mr. Wright, a world-class magician on the rise. Athena Sykes, age 19, the youngest lawyer in our agency. She apparently studied psychology in Europe. Felix Wright, age 35, old. My boss, he's taught me a lot about what it means to be a lawyer. There's so totally gonna be a body under the hat, isn't there? And then there'll still be a witness. You bet. I've never seen such a great magic act.
Did you know that they even featured Trucy's show on TV this morning? Penrose Theater, a well-known gateway to success for entertainers. It's here at this famous theater that we'll finally get to see
Trucy and Gramarye Land. That's adorable.
Trucy Wright's Trucy and Gramarye Land, the long-awaited revival of the magic of Troop Gramarye.
Oh, dang. Phoenix Wright stays on holiday while Trucy's in holiday better than Trucy. Wow, that explains why there's a TV crew here to cover the show.
This is the perfect opportunity to promote the Write Anything agency too. After all, people look up things they see on TV, right?
But wouldn't they be looking up the talent part and not the law part of our agency? Not that Trucy is bad, it's just the holidays are super off.
Mamma mia, you're right. We get nothing but requests from Trucy's fans, wouldn't we?
Oh well, guess we'll just have to make it the old-fashioned way. My name is Apollo Justice. I'm a rookie lawyer with only about 2 years of experience under my belt. Only. We're here to see Trucy's magic show. She's a fellow member of our agency. She said you're not my dad in an argument 9 years ago, and he's taken it to heart since. Aww. We came on behalf of our boss, Mr. Wright, who's away on a trip.
Ooh, did you hear, Apollo? Even though it's only her debut, her shows are completely sold out.
What, really? That's amazing.
Voila! A star is born. Who knows how far she'll go. At this rate, nothing in the world can stop us. Wahaha!
You do realize this has nothing to do with you, right?
This is Athena Sykes.
This is Athena Sykes. She's another member of our agency. She may not look it, but at just 19 years old, she's a lawyer as well.
What do you mean she may not look it? And who are you talking to? Of course I look the part.
Care to explain how exactly? Well, she's got a tie.
Oh, come on, have a heart. Stop treating me like a child.
That gadget around Athena's neck that spoke just now, that's Widget. What? I like to imagine Apollo was just staring into the abyss, like just staring at nothing, doing this like monologue. Widget helps Athena out with her special field of expertise, analytical psychology. He also has a habit of blurting out whatever Athena's really thinking.
Yeah, this little guy can be a little unruly at times. Hey, upgrade me already.
Your attention, please. The show will restart after a 20-minute intermission. We ask that you please be back in your seats before the next act. Thank you. Hey, why don't we go say hi to Trucy in her dressing room during the break? He just starts drooling and everyone's like, he's doing it again.
Ooh, yes, let's go see the big star. I'm so nervous. What should I say to her?
Whatever you usually say to her at the office every day. April 27th, Penrose Theater dressing room. So this is Trucy's dressing room. Looks like she's busy over there with someone. Could you sign this, please, ma'am?
Sure thing. Just the one sheet in this clipboard, right?
Rabbits. A fan asking for Trucy's autograph, maybe? I don't think so. It looks like some kind of contract. She's a minor. She can't sign a contract without, her guardian present, and her guardian's away on a trip. Thank you very much. I'll get this to the producer right away.
Great, thanks. Oh, Polly, Athena, you came.
That contract can't be legally binding.
Of course. Congratulations on your big debut. Thanks.
Who was that just now, by the way?
Somebody from Take-Two TV. They want to turn my magic show into a TV special.
You can't sign the contract. You can't sign the contract. You are a minor. They actually changed her sprite. She's upgraded in the world.
They're planning to broadcast it nationwide. Can you imagine?
Wow. You really are a big star.
Hey, can I get your autograph later, Trucy?
They added legs now that she has to do cutscenes.
Sure. My signature's in high demand today. Would you like one too, Polly?
Yeah, actually I would.
Oops, looks like I ran out of flyers, so I'll have to sign your forehead instead.
Hey, knock it off. Look, just forget about the autograph. This is Trucy Wright. He's doing it. He's doing it again. This is Trucy Wright. She's a magician and Mr. Wright's adopted daughter. She's becoming quite renowned in the magic world these days for her impressive skills. Sign my baby.
A lot of people get this wrong, but Apollo's actual job is being my magic assistant.
No, you're the one who gets it wrong.
Ooh, think you can do that trick you always do at the office for me, Trucy? Okay. Behold, the wondrous magic that can make anything disappear. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! No more badge. You're not a lawyer anymore. My magic pennies are an extra-dimensional galaxy. Brava, Trucy, brava!
Okay, but why do you always have to make my attorney's badge disappear?
Well, that's because out of everyone at the Wright Anything Agency, you're the one I get the best reaction out of.
Yeah. That's so valid of you, Trucy. That doesn't make my poor badge feel any better. Oh, that's so lovely. The magical turnabout. The magical turnabout. Yeah, I signed a legal document, pinky promise, to a major company, my friend, to do some shady things for them, buy them snacks. Trucy real for that, she so is, she so is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, 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 well. Well, 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 well. That is a big coin. Well, gamers, well, gamers. Thank you guys so much for showing up. It's been fun. I'm gonna send you guys all up on a raid. I gotta go, got stuff to do. Very excited. We got a Trucy-based episode, it looks like. I'm very excited with magic. Oh my god. In case y'all didn't know, I'm also a magician, so this is gonna be a great episode. Most likely I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you. No problem, no problem. Say goodbye, gamers.
I'll see you later. Bye. Bye, guys. See you later. I said you on a raid. Go send some love over there. I'll see you later.
I did watch a decent amount, contrary to proper belief. I just kept myself shut up. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here.
Bye, guys. Thank you guys for showing up. You're awesome. You're the bestest. I'm gonna go. I got a headache. I'm gonna go relax. See you guys later. Bye.